How's it going, guys? This video is actually archived stream footage over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BluebeardGamer. If you guys want to join live, as you will see, I play with my viewers a lot, so if you want to join in, feel free to come on over. I'd love to have you there. Until then, on with the show. How's it going? Bluebeard Gamer here, welcome back. I'm just going to speak with my real calm voice. No, you guys didn't tune in for ASMR. I'm not gonna pull that malarkey on you. Had you fooled there for a second, though. Definitely. What we're doing today... Okay, I'm gonna have to turn that down. I'm trying out Minecraft music on Spotify so I can better control the music volume and make sure there's music playing more often, but that means it's a little loud. Based off what my levels are saying now, we should be okay, but I may have to modify it as we go. We'll find out. But I wanted to start on this screen to show two things. One, I'm playing 1.19 for today, because we're doing Minecraft Hardcore. I'm a big fan of Minecraft Hardcore mode. I just have never done it for stream. I've played it a lot on my own. I had a beautiful world, actually, at one point, in a savanna biome. It was so awesome. I had Sphax Pure BD shaders, I think is what they're called. It was such a gorgeous world. I loved it. But, I've also done recordings of it in the past. But I died off camera on all of them that I tried, I'm pretty sure. So, they obviously didn't go anywhere. So I figured doing it for stream could be a little fun. So that's what we're trying to do now. And I wanted to start on this screen to show, one, I'm doing 1.19. I've never played in 1.19 before. So, that'll be interesting. But two, I wanted to show you guys that I'm making a new world from scratch, so you see no cheats or anything. You can see all the stuff I'm doing. So we'll do Twitch Hardcore. That'll be easy to remember. Change it to Hardcore, obviously. No data packs. More world options. We definitely need structures. We are going to do... We could do default. We could do large biomes. That could be pretty fun. Or amplified. Maybe at some point we try amplified and just see how it works. That'd be pretty fun. No bonus chest because hardcore. Also, we're not a bunch of scrubs. I mean, I am a scrub, but not at this, hopefully. And game rules, we shouldn't have to change any of that, and we shouldn't change any of that. So, yeah, let's just jump right in and see how long it takes for me to die miserably. I have high hopes. I think I'll make it at least. I think I'll make it at least one day, right? I'm trying not to kick my surge protectors are plugged in right beneath where my feet are on my desk, and every now and then I swing my foot and I kind of knock the cable a little bit, and it basically unpowers the surge protector, and the entire left half of my setup just turns off. My computer doesn't turn off, but my monitor does, that I use for all my gaming. So I will have no idea what's happening if I do that, and in hardcore that kind of matters. So we're gonna try to avoid that if I can at all help it. Oh, and yeah, I'm also running shaders because it's gorgeous. I have replay mod on, even though I really don't have to use it. I just have it here. Yeah, we're pretty easily hitting. The world's loading up right now, obviously, but even with streaming all of this, we'll still hit some decent frames, which is pretty awesome. I'm using the extreme volumetric as well, so we're going full hardcore on this in every sense of the word. All right. Let's see. Falling is by far going to be the biggest problem I'm going to have. So we don't want to do that. Also, I love this biome. Wow! Hello. Speaking of falling. Holy smokes. A Fortune 2 golden pickaxe at the start of the game. If I save that... Oh my gosh, and golden carrots. Look at this! That's quite a start now, isn't it? It's almost a completed portal, too. Let's try not to hurt ourselves. Let's see whatever... Oh, we have a coastline? That's nice. Because we can light this up and not have to worry about what's out there. I just want to do a little bit of scouting at the start. I know the first... What the heck was that? I think that's in my Spotify music. I have no clue, to be honest with you. I've never used this Minecraft playlist before. So it probably is. Oh, that's interesting. So that will save us should we when we inevitably fall into it. Mostly. And I can't really see what's over there, but I really like this area. It's so beautiful. We can definitely do some wood chopping and make a nice little area for ourselves here. I have to be a little careful, obviously. We can incorporate that portal into our base. Basically, right off the bat, it's a nice free portal. Minus a couple of pieces of obsidian, which is not too hard to get a hold of. And we're just going to see what else is around. And anything of note. Doing something up there would be pretty cool. I do like the idea of staying by the coast for now, because I do like that biome in general that we were in. I think it's, what, the taiga? I think it's taiga. Let's go back and check. I'm heading back there anyway, so let's go ahead and check while we're there. Forest. I gotta look at the floor so I don't fall to my death. That'd be... I'm honestly gonna predict that there are 3 ways I see myself dying in this series. 1, falling, which I think is probably the most likely, actually. 2, dying in combat to a mob, because I'm not a great PvPer. And 3, falling into lava, which is more or less, if I go to the nether at all, that's probably what's going to happen. So, we're going to try to work around all of that. And, oh, berry bush is perfect. Birch forest? Yeah, it kind of looks like it, up on a really nice mountain. Lighting up a mountain could be pretty nice for security overall. But we're going to try to roll with this for now. I'm going to try to get as many of these as I can. Ow. Also, if I die to a berry bush in hardcore mode, I won't be able to live that down. You guys realize that, right? I won't be able to live that down. Ow. I'm just going to get a couple more. Don't want to be too greedy. There we go. Oh, well, we lost one. So much for not being greedy. I get upset when I accidentally plant 1 berry. Alright. Let's take another look here, see what we have. This is a very nice looking river. I don't have the time to scout it out because we're probably almost at midday already. So we have to, ooh, mossy stone, that's nice. So there's a bit of a biome shift here, actually. But for now, we're going to stick with what we have in this biome because I like the look of it, frankly. And over time, I'd love to make a beautiful kingdom over time. Because I always try to build medieval kingdoms, and it never works out because when I did it on Quarantine SMP, I had big plans for it. I excavated an entire mountain, just chopped the mountain out. It was gone. Because I was going to build a big cathedral in its place, and unfortunately, by the time I carved out the mountain, they were resetting the server for Season 2, so it never ended up happening. So it was a big waste of time, but, you know, it happens, right? That could be a cool little spot out there. We have a house for a start. I kind of want to stick nearby the portal if I can. I already lost it a little bit, I'll be honest. I already kind of am lost. But, well, ooh, what's this? Hello, I have not seen you yet. I want to be a little careful around the caves. Because cave equals death until I have light, a weapon, materials to protect myself, and in all likelihood, armor. So we'll have to be very careful here. Let us see what's going on here. Yeah, there's the portals. We're back where we started. This is kind of where I want to hang out for now, and just slowly chop everything down around me. We can replant as we see fit for decoration purposes if that comes up. I could maybe hide in there if I have a rudimentary light source. We'll have to look into it. If I'm not at 10 hearts, there could be a problem. So we should just always be at 10 hearts. There we go. And that will work over time. There we go. We need one more, and then we can make a wooden axe. Chop down as much of this as we possibly can. And then go hide, because that is hardcore mode in a nutshell. For the first, probably 10 days or so. Because I think I'm okay. I think I'm good at Minecraft. I'm not that good at Minecraft. So there we go. What I probably should have done is I should just have made a wooden pickaxe, gone down there, gotten some stone, made a stone axe. Man, this music is cool. I may have to turn it down a little bit though. We'll have to see if you guys think it needs adjusting. In my headphones, it's probably the perfect volume. But it may be a little loud for you guys. I can't really tell yet. Yeah, we're going to go with the wooden pickaxe strategy. I should just have done this to begin with. Go get a few pieces of stone, and we will have what we need. I don't know how far that goes. And I said caves were dangerous, and then I run straight into one. So as you can see, I'm already flexing my brain a little bit by being a complete moron. But you know what? That is the Bluebeard way. So I don't know why you guys would be surprised. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. We can make a nice little staircase out of this. Not that, ideally. And a stone axe now. We just have to survive the first night. If we can survive the first night, that's the big challenge. Because that's where we have to get all of our resources, and it's just a big old mess. There we go. Stone axe. Now I mean business. If I clear this area out, it'll stand out a bit more. So if I need to navigate my way back, that's also a plan of action so I can navigate a little more easily. Because I'll probably have to take a boat out at some point and explore the coastline a little bit, see what's around. Because finding as many materials as I can as quickly as I can, so a variety of things like melons, pumpkins, etc., that would be very good for us. Although I really think I could only get melons... What, in chests and mine shafts like that still? I don't think villages will grow melons, if I remember correctly. I think they grow pumpkins, but not melons. So, if I could find melons, it'd be pretty cool, because then I could set up a, an auto melon and pumpkin farm once I get some resources. I think Nembon had a design that I utilized at one point. And then I could just villager trade to high heaven. That and sugarcane would be all I would need at that point. But it's a matter of getting there, obviously, so we'll roll with it. Oh, come on now. It is starting to get a little dark. I have plenty of food for now. But not dying is going to be a pretty big issue for us. So, I'm actually very allergic to, I'm very allergic to enemy mobs in this game, it turns out. I learned this in the past. I break out in a really bad case of death whenever they show up. So we have to be a little careful of that. Ooh. Okay, let's not do that. I know I kind of want to stay away from the cave if I can, but this probably is actually our best bet for a little bit of a shelter right now. So if I just do one of these, that should keep us safe there. And if I just keep chopping this down a little bit, that'll get us enough stone to make a furnace. We can kind of throw up a little bit of a dirt wall to keep things from getting in from jumping down here. And that should be enough that we can survive the first night. Then we just sit around for 7 or 8 minutes, basically. That would be about it. So not a lot of interesting things. But once we get some torches, we can actually explore that cavern, this cavern a little bit. And if it's completely, if it's a dead end, then that's amazing. But cannot guarantee that at the moment, obviously. Okay. I'll do that. Let's just do this, get some dirt. We'll make a little wall out of dirt, and that will be our security. Very great security, obviously. Ooh, got a little bit of frame drop there. That's not too bad, hopefully. There we go. And I kind of want to put this in a spot where I could see the light. Something like that. I'm going to go ahead and make some more of those. Let's make a quick door. Oh. Right. And then we should be fine. Now, unfortunately, this is a spruce door, which means that I cannot see out of it. I'll do that for a little bit of light. Or so we can see when it's bright out. And that will be our strategy. Look at this! We are Minecraft pros. Clearly. Let's take those. I may as well just have this up for speeding things up. What? Yeah, that works. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so now we can throw that up. This whole area is now lit decently. Nice! Okay, that's awesome. So, it is a dead end. Which means that we now have secured this entire area for ourselves. We can do a bunch of cool stuff with it, and we'll be in a good spot. Let's do cobblestone, actually, so we know not to break this. There we go. We just don't have to deal with that water right now. But now we have coal. So at the very least, I don't have to make all the rest of my wood into charcoal. There we go. We'll just grab this. Why have I not made a stone pickaxe? That's why I've not made a stone pickaxe yet. I cannot. Because I was a dum-dum who used all my stone to make a wall when I could have used dirt. Bluebeard's the real smart one here, guys. Don't you worry. And I can just make a few tools now. Let's do... I know I haven't made a sword yet, and that's kind of... Bluebeard, what the heck are you doing? That's a good question. I don't really know myself sometimes. Well, you know what? That's not what I was trying to make, but I didn't want to wait too long to make the best tool in the game, the hoe. So, I'm glad I finally did it now. At least I got around to it, right? Break that. Now we just need more stone. And yeah, now we just wait for daytime. That's basically it. Super interesting stuff. I know, this is what you guys tuned in to see. Me carving out the inside of a cave. This is what everyone... When the ladies hear Bluebeard Gamer, they think, oh my gosh, that super cool guy that, that carved out the inside of a cave in his Minecraft 1.19 hardcore playthrough. That's what they think, clearly. So, yeah, pickaxe, sword. Yeah, we should be fine now. This is bugging me that it's not showing me a lot of the recipes I want. Please show me the recipes I want. Thank you. And thank you. Alright, yeah, now we just wait. We don't have armor. It does not make sense to go out in the middle of the night right now. We don't need any of the resources the mobs would have to offer. The only thing one that would potentially be worthwhile is spiders for string to make a bow. But, again, that's not a big problem right now, frankly. If we just hide from all mobs we see, then it's not an issue. And if I can get a bed, the bed will fix everything. Because then I can just sleep right before every night happens, and we'll be okay. You know what? It just occurred to me, I should make this a little bigger. So you guys, why did that not work? Please work. Thank you. You guys can just see more of the screen that way. Figured may as well, right? Yeah, the light, I'm not really able to see too easily. Because of the shaders, it does look somewhat bright out, actually. So, that's one downside to shaders, is that it's not pitch black like it would be regularly. And in that case, you could very easily tell when it's turning daytime. But we roll with the punches here at Bluebeard Gamer, so yeah, we'll work it out. Man, but what have you guys been up to? Anything interesting? I'm gonna be honest, I have not played Minecraft Survival in probably months. I really like Minecraft, but that's the problem. I really like Minecraft. I'll get into it. If I really get into a world, I'll play 8 hours a day easy, and I can't do that. That's not healthy. So, instead, I've just chosen to go the other route of, if I can't control myself around Minecraft, then I just will not play Minecraft. But I haven't... Oh, that's a sound. Hey, Funky, how's it going? What shader pack do I use? I use Silder's Vibrant shaders. I've just used them for years. I love them. I am utilizing the Extreme Volumetric right now. So, I would show you what it looks like, but if I go outside, I will probably die. So if we wait a few minutes, I can then go outside and show you what a sunrise looks like. It looks really cool. But, yeah, I've just been a Silders guy for years, so I had to download it all today to, because I wanted to play in 1.19, but I also wanted shaders, and I didn't have any of the shader stuff set up for 1.19, so I figured may as well go do that. I had to quick set it up before my class. Wait. No, I got home from class and then did it. You'd think I'd remember this. It just happened today. But, no, all that big brain power that Bluebeard Gamer has is going into who knows what. I don't know at this point. What do we need to make? I'm not really thinking at the moment. I know that's gonna surprise some people, but, there we go. Make a chest, and that's really all we need to do right now. In the morning, we just need to plant some berry bushes. If I just do... That's gonna make 20. Doot. We'll set up some big rows of berry bushes, and that'll be our farm for a little bit. I'm gonna shift this back so that I can see chat when I'm editing later. But, you still there's as well. I started using it when he swapped over to Lunar. Yeah, I honestly never understood the big deal with all the clients people utilize for Minecraft. What I failed to understand is why wouldn't you just use Minecraft like this in the base browser? I guess maybe there were some, or the base launcher. Maybe there's some technical reason that you can get things in other clients or something. I don't know. I'm an old schooler, admittedly, so that's just gonna make me sound super old school, but that's how I am, man. You just deal with it. All right, we'll hold on to a stick. There's gotta be something else I can do right now. This is really boring, but if I go outside, I will probably die. We're probably almost there, right? How's the music, by the way? Is it appropriate level? I just want to make sure it's not too loud. So my headphones, it's perfect. On my audio mixer I'm looking at, it looks like it's perfect. But I want to make sure. I want to make sure it's not too loud. Some cool stuff like keystrokes, FPS display. Okay. See, now it's getting louder for that little bit, but hopefully that's not a problem. Okay, keystrokes and FPS display. I can see that making sense. It's good. Glad to hear it. All right. Well, what do I do? This is the problem with early on hardcore, is you can't afford to go outside because you will die. Or I will die because my PvP skills are basically non-existent. But right now I'm just sitting in here, and I could be farming stone and be smart about it. But as we've clearly seen, that is not something. I'll talk about optimization and efficiency, and then I just won't do it. So maybe I should do it. That would be smart. Getting some stone for actually being able to build something useful. I'll have to think about what design I want to do for my starter house, because I have recently. I don't know if you have this, Funky, or anyone else watching, but sometimes you build a house or you design a house and you think, I love this house so much, I just want to keep using this house if I'm in a survival world or something, or if I'm in a server, I want to use this house as my base. I have developed one recently. It's the one I utilized in my, I made kind of a character trailer or a fan video for the Caboodle SMP stuff, because I wanted to practice some scripting and filming and things like that. And I built a house for that, and that actually is kind of my copy and paste house. Oh, I hear a zombie. Which means we're near a cave, we just have to hope we don't hit it. Sounds like it's to our left. Let's just not go that way and we'll be okay, maybe? But, that house, I was building in my Dwarven Fortress world. That was going to be my starter house. Unfortunately, that series obviously never ended up seeing the light of day because I got too busy and I was trying to break my gaming addiction, so I can't afford to make an entire series on my own that requires scripting and literally excavating a mountain for a Dwarven Fortress. I bit off a lot more than I can chew on that. But, yeah, I was building that I had that copy and paste house for that world. Didn't end up utilizing it, really. But that copy and paste house is the one that I'm bringing over to this, ideally. But the problem with it is it utilizes calcite. And I don't really have access to a lot of calcite yet. All the other stuff I think I could actually get pretty easily. It's just a matter of grinding the resources. But the calcite it would take a little bit. Because we either have to find geodes, or we have to hope I think it may spawn in mountains now or something. I want to say I got all mine from geodes. So I think that's the main area it comes from. Okay. Hopefully we don't die. There's a zombie. We'll just quick kill him and... Oh, there's a creeper in the corner. Ooh, the frames drop a little bit when we fight things, apparently. But yeah, look at that sunrise. Oh my gosh. This is why I run shaders. It's absolutely amazing. Just have to make sure no creepers are around. This is another advantage of chopping down every tree I see. Is that I could see a creeper from a mile away in that situation. See this guy? I barely caught him out of the corner of my eye, but look how much green he's surrounded by. You really expect me to work with that? Please don't blow up. Okay, that's fine. I realized with the way the frames are running, I got a little too close on that one. But, yeah, if I can get a flat enough area, that one may even work. It's very nice. Yeah, I know, right? The sunrise and sunsets in this are just so beautiful. I'm just realizing my blue light filter is probably going to come on while I'm streaming. I'm going to have to remember to turn it off when it happens, because it just turns my screen orange. I think you guys have probably even heard me comment about it a couple times in my streams, because when I stream in the evenings, I always forget to turn it off, and it comes on just automatically at 8. So an hour after I start streaming for my time zone. But, yeah, it's gonna make my screen basically just orange, almost red. And it's gonna make it a lot harder to play in a game where you kind of need to be able to distinguish between color. So we'll probably have to work something out like that. But if I just flatten this area a little bit, this can be where I put my berry bushes at the start. And then I can actually have food, and then hopefully I will not die. Oh, what's with the blue light filter? I mean, this is back from when I had 14 hours of screen time a day on average. But I would constantly get headaches. Almost daily. And I realized I was on my screens all the time, so I figured a blue light filter may help with that, because it's kind of one of those pains that's kind of in the back of your head or the back of your eyes, that sort of thing. So I figured a lot of my stuff, I'm just gonna put blue light filter on as hard as I can, crank it up to 11, and hopefully that will help. That will hopefully help the strain that I get almost every day. But you know what? It didn't help too much. What really helped was not being on my screens 14 hours a day. That actually really helped my headaches. Now when I get them, I realize, it's a sign of, okay, I was on my screens too much today, because it's not the normal. It's not the norm. It's really awesome. Do I take medicine? Oh, no. No, I don't take medicine for it. It's just because I'm on my, it's just because I'd be on my screen for 14 hours a day, and I'd be constantly staring at it. So that's just not good for your eyes. So, now that I'm not doing that, my eyes are in way better shape, it feels like. Honestly, yeah, not doing... I know a couple of my streams previously I've kind of gone on rants or tangents about physical, mental health and all that. But not being on my screens 14 hours a day, not being on YouTube 5 or 6 hours a day, cutting out a lot of sugars and candies and things like that, I just feel a lot better. I stream way more than I used to. I used to stream once or twice a week. Now I stream 3 to 4 times a week, and I don't even really get tired from it. It's really awesome, actually. I'm not gonna go on a tangent for too long about it because a lot of you guys probably don't care. Frankly, I know I probably wouldn't care too much if other streamers were talking about it to me because look, it's good for them, but it's not what I came to watch. I came to watch Minecraft or something, whatever it would be. But you know, I figured I kind of want to help people I kind of want to help people at least with the idea when I can, because yeah, I was a gaming addict and I want to help people avoid that if I can. All right, we have a lot of wood now. This is awesome. But yeah, we gotta get these berry bushes planted before night comes. We'll just do a few rows of 8. We're just gonna be really basic at the start. If we planting 32 of these things will mean that we're basically fine. Then we put the slabs over to prevent. This is a trick I've utilized with berry bushes for a long time now. You can just you don't have that time. Yeah, it's a little time intensive. I actually find that streaming is less time intensive for me because as much as I like to make videos, recently all the videos I have made have been focused around scripting and cinematography, a lot of Minecraft replay mod stuff, and it's fun to make those, but I will spend 8 hours on a 2-minute video because it's all editing and recording and stuff like that. Streaming, you have to work yourself up. I'm not naturally outgoing, so I have to build myself up a little bit for stuff like this, but the upside is that you're able to do so much more with your time. Because all I have to do in editing for this is I put it into I download this archive, basically from Twitch, the second I'm done streaming. I stick it into my editing software, blur out any curse words or anything that other people use if I have to, and basically cut out the extra trim on the beginning and end where the stream's just not really started yet. I take that, and I render that, and then I schedule it to go up on YouTube about a week or 2 later to avoid all the Twitch terms of service stuff now that I'm affiliate with all my stream content. So that's all I have to do, whereas opposed to I had to, you know, spend 8 hours of editing on a video before, and I can produce a lot more content now. So it's just a bit of a trade-off. If you're a big editor, then, you know, streaming's probably not the way to go, but it's a give and take. And I think this is a lot better for me, because now if I really want to edit, I could do like what I did this past weekend, and I spent, like I said, probably 5 to 8 hours making a 2-minute Minecraft video, but it's scripted, there's character writing in it, and I'm just a huge fan of how it turned out, and it's completely different than what I would have made otherwise. So, I don't know, it's just very different. I just don't have time or the patience for all the editing, because I like to get really creative, but then I get burned out if I edit several days a week for a couple months at a time, so streaming is definitely a lot better for me, in my opinion, but it varies. Some people just have better personalities for streaming. I don't even think I have the best streaming personality, frankly, because I'm not super expressive. You know, a lot of Twitch clips, you see people just freaking out, cursing like a sailor because the hat dropped or something. I'm a lot more, I don't want to say neutral, but chill, I guess, is one way of putting it. But I kind of just see something happen, and oh, well, that's unfortunate. Pokemon Unite's the one exception. That's a game that I will get riled up about to no end if I'm not careful, because I just get tilted. But, Yeah, that's an exception to the rule, but it allows me to do stuff like this. Whereas, back when I streamed Civ more, that's just not really something. I tried making videos out of it, but it just doesn't really divide up well. That's the kind of thing I think that works best for streaming, and if you can play with other people, stream with people. Because that's a long-form thing. Yeah, editing is scary, yeah. I don't find it scary, I just find that it's a big learning hurdle if you really want to be good at editing. I am a cheapskate, so I utilize a free editing software, so even at that point, what I can do is limited because of the software I'm working with. And then, on top of that, I have basic editing knowledge, and that's basically it. So the question arises, how do I make a video look good? And I've learned a lot more. I've learned about keyframing audio, I've learned about making composite shots, and actually making these small projects has allowed me to learn more about video editing than just mass-produced YouTube videos. Because for those, I would do jump cuts, I'd slip in some music every now and then, do some closed captions for certain spots, or some kind of editor's notes to do as fun. And that's all I would have to do. But for trying to make creative projects, I made a Twilight Zone parody of something a couple months, I think about 2 months back. And I thought, okay, I want to make a Twilight Zone parody, but I was parodying specifically the Twilight Zone opening, where they kind of have you zooming through space a little bit, and there's a door opening you go through. And I was parodying it for a Minecraft-type project. And I had to learn how to utilize and it wasn't a great job, but I had to utilize learn how to utilize particle simulators to basically make it look like I was flying through, to make it look like I was slowly moving through space and the stars were going past me. I had to learn how to use black and white filters, which I hadn't done before. Just that one project, I learned probably 3 things, and it was really cool. But I don't think that's the kind of thing you learn when you're just mass-producing YouTube videos. So I don't know, man. I know I'm kind of gushing and ranting at this point, but I think I honestly just think I think I've become a lot more of a creative person than I used to be. I'm still very much what is it? I think left brain is left brain the math science-y brain that people kind of stereotype. I'm very much one of those for kind of smarty science stuff or sciencey stuff. But I feel like I've been able to develop a little bit more of my creative brain. It's kind of like talking about hobbies with people, but I just don't know what I would live stream. Yeah, that's the difficult thing. I have streamed so much. I started streaming in 2020, so I've gone almost 2 years now. In fact, I may have hit 2 years at this point, actually. I think this past summer I would have hit 2 years. I totally slipped my mind, but I've been streaming for a lot longer than I thought. But, back when I started, I streamed a lot of stuff. I streamed, I think I streamed Civ, I streamed XCOM, I think I streamed some Minecraft stuff. But I streamed a lot of stuff. A lot of variety of things. And then I would find kind of my little nook, or kind of thing that I liked streaming. So, at one point, I streamed almost specifically Awesomenauts, Fall Guys, and I think Civ, and a little bit of XCOM. But I streamed a few different things. And then I found Pokemon Unite, and it turns out, because I started streaming right when the game came out, I was able to, some people, because it was brand new, I kind of started building a little bit of an audience around it. So I thought, oh, Unite's kind of a game I can play that people will actually watch. I enjoy playing. People will hang out and play with me, and that's a lot of fun. So I started doing that, and then I kind of shifted to only doing that. And because I only streamed once or twice a week, so I figured, well, it's gonna be Unite and Unite, because those are the things people would actually watch. When I would try to play Fall Guys, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't able to interact with people because not as many people showed up. So it just wasn't as enjoyable for me to be able, because there weren't people to interact with, really. Because if there's not people to interact with, I'm just sitting here recording, talking to myself, which is what I did before for YouTube videos, basically. And what I do when I'm just sitting in my room and the recording's not happening, because I'm a lunatic. But, where was I even going with that? Well, yeah. I streamed Unite because people would play with me. It was a game that I thought I was decent at least. But now that I'm streaming 3 to 4 days a week, I'm not going to stream Unite 4 days a week. So I figured this is my opportunity to play more games I really enjoy. So I've been able to stream some PlateUp. I've been able to get back into Minecraft streaming, which is by far not the most popular game for my viewers. just from what my records have shown, which, you know, hopefully I can find some people that will watch Minecraft stuff, because I want to make more Minecraft stuff. But it's allowed me to flesh out my variety a little bit more, and it's kind of just a flow and ebb, it feels like, for me, at least. I'm just gonna hold on to the rotten flesh. We could always get a dog. You can't tame them with meat, right? You need to use bones. I don't have those yet, because I'm hiding in a hole like a coward. Or a smart person, you could say, not a coward. That's maybe the wrong way of putting it. I'm starting to get enough resources where I could actually build a little bit of a starter shack, but I don't know, haven't done it yet. Here's an idea. Can mobs see through slabs? For example, if I had a slab here, could a mob see me in this half block over here? Is that not how their vision works? Because I realized, or I'm having an idea, could you just make your walls entirely out of slabs? So you could see through your walls and see where mobs are, but they may not be able to see you. That's what I'm wondering about. Bones to tame, meat to heal. XCOM is hype? Yeah, I got into the XCOM series right around when I started streaming. Slabs count as full blocks? Interesting. I may have to try that. But I don't know if I want to try it on hardcore because I don't want to risk dying. But that may be something I have to experiment with. But yeah, I got into XCOM right around when I started streaming, so I figured, may as well try going for it. And it was a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoyed playing XCOM. I have not played it for a long time, though. Just because I ended up playing other games. I do less gaming now outside of streaming than I used to. Like I said, I've just cut back on overall gaming hours in general for my own health reasons. But XCOM is the kind of game that when I get into, it's a very immersive game. So once I get into it, I'll play for a few hours. And that's the kind of thing I'm trying to avoid. So I just have not touched it recently. But I may have to go back and play it over the weekend or something a little bit. But I don't know which one to pick. Because they're very different, actually. I started streaming Enemy Within, I think. But then I streamed a little bit of XCOM 2, I believe. I don't think I ever streamed Chimera Squad, but I also have Chimera Squad. And they're all very different. They have the same bases, but they're all very different in how they operate. So I don't know which one I had to go back and play. I think Enemy Within was the one I enjoyed the most. Just because XCOM 2 felt brutally hard to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just a different style of game. Getting into basketball, but a 2-4 report NBA 2K23. Most likely would stream Street Fighter, Minecraft, or Ozumania. I don't know what Ozumania is, actually. I'd have to look that up, but I could see Street Fighter could be pretty interesting. I don't really watch fighting games normally, because it's just not the kind of game I play or watch, but I know there are a lot of people who are into fighting games. My friend is, you know, my friend is really good at Smash Bros. And fighting games in general, because it's the kind of game that really meshes with him. He's the kind of person that you could probably would actually do well at tournaments if he went to them, but he just doesn't for fighting games. But I can see that. Spending free time gaming isn't unnecessarily unhealthy. Yeah, I'm not trying to say that. If you know, playing an hour or two every now and then, I think it's perfectly fine, especially if you're playing with people, because if it's a way of interacting with people. What I'm trying to say is, I will end up doing it several hours at a time, several days in a row, and then I don't get things done that I need to do. It starts to mess with my habits a little bit from things like I'll end up pushing things off because I'll just want to keep gaming. My lizard brain basically takes over. So I had basically taken it to an unhealthy level for 6 years probably. So had to fix that. But I just need to, if anything, I'd have to ease myself into it. Like this, streaming 4 days a week, that's kind of been me easing into it a little bit, because it basically means before I was limiting myself to an hour a day of YouTube combined with streaming, combined with video games, all that would be an hour. And then my weekend would be my cheat weekend, basically, and I could spend a little bit more time per day on that, because I was streaming, I needed to have a little bit more of long-form content. Now that I'm streaming 3 or 4 days a week, it means every other day I'm usually doing at least 2 to 3 hours of gaming and / editing combination. So I'm kind of easing back. I don't want to go too crazy is the thing. But what's this? Ozumania is a 4-key vertical scrolling rhythm game. Oh, so it's kind of like Friday Night Funkin'. Okay, I've never played it, but I've seen Hujo playing it, so I know what it is. But I've been gaming all my life because I have a lot of free time. Call myself addicted. Enjoy other things. Yeah, that's good. as long as you have other hobbies. I had the problem of, like I said, I'd play 14 hours a day. I didn't have other hobbies. That was my hobby. My only other hobby of any note was Lego collecting, which you can't really tell other than this behemoth here. All my Legos are over here because it's the only spot they fit in my room. So I'm a Lego collector, but that's a very expensive hobby, so it's not one like gaming where I could buy a game and get a year's worth of value out of it. It's just different. But, yeah, hype up the man, Hugo, absolutely. But, yeah, I was just addicted. I didn't have any other hobbies. Now that I'm not gaming 14 hours a day, it's allowed me to I've been able to get back into learning another language. I've been able to do more working out. I went from working out once, maybe every 2 months, to working out 5 times a week. And I feel a lot healthier. I used to have a lot more joint problems, and now it's not as significant, which is pretty awesome. But, yeah, there are a couple other things. I've been able to get a little bit more into reading. That one I've struggled a bit more with because I've already read 3 books this year, but I was trying to read a 4th, and I just lost some steam. I recently bought an Aristotle translation of Metaphysics. I may try to get into that. But, yeah, it's allowed me to at least do more and be more productive, which has been really awesome. 14, that's wild. Yeah. Yeah, that would be, I mean, I wouldn't do 14 hours a day when I had school, obviously, because it would be on weekends. When I had time, I'd probably do up to 14 hours. So, yeah, it was bad. That's what I'm trying to say. Nothing against people gaming if they want to. All I'm saying is, I was really bad. I was really bad. So, it's been a little bit of a shift, honestly. But I feel a lot better. It's amazing. I admittedly kind of started going the other way, and I started getting on board all those self-improvement trains. Read all the Jordan Peterson books. I watched those self-improvement guys, the Hamzas on YouTube and all that for, oh my gosh, dude, you gotta read 2 hours a day, and you gotta work out and do eat this specific protein type food, and that's all you eat. And I've not gone that far, obviously, but I probably should get there, because the more I've gone in that direction, the healthier I've felt, so I don't know. I still want to do this, though, because this is one of my hobbies that actually allows me to interact with people. The only other time I interact with people outside of requirements for school and stuff like that is a men's Bible group I do once a week, and that's it. Other than that, it's content creation is my hobby for interacting with people. Obviously, the stuff with Paradox has been a big, that's public, right? Paradox is a thing that's been public. It's obviously nothing out yet, but it's a public thing. But, that's been a way of me being able to interact with people. This, obviously, so, you know. Yeah, I think Paradox is public. It has a Twitter account. I mean, it's a Twitter account. I think it's public. But, spend a lot of time gaming on the weekends, too, joining the sports team. Yeah, it just depends on what people enjoy. I don't enjoy sports at all. There are very few sports I enjoy, and even the ones I enjoy, I'm not that good at because I have not put a lot of time into them. I enjoy tennis. I enjoy things like table tennis. Not ice hockey, but kind of street hockey. You know, kind of all the unconventional ones, actually. Pool. All the unconventional ones, basically. Not the ones that require really high fitness. Where's my axe? Did it break? Have I just been not holding an axe this entire time, thinking I had an axe? Yeah, it broke at some point, and I never realized. Good job, Bluebeard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I really enjoy street hockey. I have not had the opportunity to really play it since middle school, because it's the kind of thing we would play in gym, and it was a lot of fun, because you would play in a gymnasium, a basketball court, basically. That was kind of the version of street hockey we played. And I was actually pretty decent at it. This was back before I hit my growth spurt, so I was still, I think, 4 feet tall or something. And I was actually pretty decent at it. But, nice fall damage. Yeah, I'm not dead. That's all that matters. I'm not dead. But, I really enjoyed that, but I never got the hang of ice skating, really, because it's not something I do often, nor do I really have a great balance. So, it's never something I really got into for ice hockey, because that's the main version of hockey you see, but if there were a group of people that said, hey, or in my neighborhood, hey, we're getting some street hockey on the street here, you want to join us? I'd say, yeah, sure thing. Just give me a mask so I don't lose my teeth like the stereotypical hockey player. But, yeah, whenever I go to my men's Bible study, the guy who hosts has a pool table, so we would we would normally play a round or two of pool after that, and it's really been fun getting better at it, because even in sophomore year, we did a physics project involving pool because we were studying momentum, so pool was the natural way to go. I couldn't hit the ball. I'm not even kidding. I could not hit the ball playing pool. And now I'm able to actually make decent shots. I'm not gonna pretend I'm great at it, but it's the kind of thing where if you really enjoy it, it's the kind of thing you'll be willing to put effort into to improving. But almost anything, if you put effort into, you will see marked improvement. But something you actually enjoy, I think, you'll want to put the effort in, so you won't really notice it as much. That's my theory, but I don't know. Having ice skates since you're really young, we had to quit because I lost interest. Yeah. Some things should just fall out of over time, I think. I'm trying to think, what is a hobby I had when I was younger that I don't do now? Actually, that's a good question. I've never really had that many hobbies in general. I don't know, actually. I don't know if I have something that applies to that. I have had so few hobbies over the years that I don't know if I actually have something to answer that question appropriately. Because when I was young, it was Legos, which I've gotten back into, actually. And then since maybe 10 years old or something, more or less, it's been gaming as well. So that's kind of an it. I need to get more hobbies. I guess I used to read a lot more than I do now. That's probably something. I still do read, but I used to read all the time. I wouldn't even talk to people when I went to church for kind of the morning study before the actual service, because my parents went to theirs and they enjoyed it, but that meant I had to get dragged along, and I didn't want to talk to people. I was already antisocial at this point, so I just had a book on me and I would just read the whole time. And now I don't do that. So I don't know. I used to easily read a couple books. Well, I would easily read several books a year. Now, me getting back into reading has been me reading several books a year, and it's more than I used to. So it's been a big shift for sure. Where am I going? I've just been walking around. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. I should probably do that. Let's go ahead. We should, yeah, we'll just keep chopping trees. I don't know. We just need a little bit of a starter shack that we can, so we don't have to hide underground. And then we can make a window and actually be able to see you. Okay, let's not fall and die. That makes sense. I think it's natural to want to put more effort into things you enjoy. Yeah, that's my theory on it. Which I think is why I've never had a lot of hobbies, is because I don't know, I've kind of been the person that focuses on, I guess, small, concentrated amounts, if that makes sense. And by that I mean, I've never really had that many interests, but the ones I do have interest in, like Legos or video games or something like that, I can just ramble on basically forever. Stuff like, I don't really have a lot of friends, but, you know, the 5 or so that I have, or in real life, I mean, obviously, I have people I talk to over the internet, but I'm talking about IRL friends that I've met up with, I've gone and done things with, stuff like that. The few that I have no problem talking to, and I have a lot of fun hanging out with them, but it's never been a large amount. So, that's kind of my idea behind it, I guess. Maybe it's just because I'm a hyper introvert or something, so I just focus on a small, like I said, small concentrated amount or something. I don't know. Again, I'm rambling. That's just, sometimes streamers just ramble, right? When chat hasn't gone ablaze on some weird thing that the YouTuber or that the streamer has to try to distract them from. Basically just rambling or something. I don't know. Oh man. On a completely off note, this is the first time I have worn long sleeves outside of having to wear business professional for interviews and networking events since probably February or March. It's really weird. And I never wore hoodies either. I just pulled this thing out of my closet and said, you know what? I'll just wear a long sleeve thing today, because I had to quick put something on or I was going to be late for my exam. But, yeah. It's really cozy, actually. You appreciate slower streams? Yeah, I could see that. I kind of appreciate the slower stuff as well. Admittedly, I don't watch a lot of Twitch streams. I watch Kaboodle SMP stuff, but that's just because of lore and story, and I like watching story stuff, basically. And that's kind of it. I'll tune into a couple people every now and then. I'll tune into Athema, for example, every now and then, because I want to support her streams, but I just don't watch a lot of Twitch streams. So, it's just not the type of content I consume. I'm a much bigger YouTube consumer. But, the streams that I do tune into, I like when people are not bouncing off the walls and doing stuff. Like storytelling, for example, unless there's a fight scene going on or something crazy like that, it's very much characters are just interacting with each other. It's a lot more relaxed, I would say. Then you have people that, now granted, if I tuned into a Doug stream, I'd probably enjoy that, because his streams seem to be very much hyper, but I enjoy the kind of hyper stuff he does, so I don't really know. I just watch his YouTube stuff. I've never tuned into a stream. Hoodies of your entire life? I think I own one, and it's this. And this is probably the first or second time I've ever worn it. If I'm gonna be wearing long sleeves, I'm probably gonna be wearing a jacket. Because then I can very easily take it off, and I just have short sleeves under it or something. I don't know. But, yeah, I have a lot more of just short sleeve stuff, because I live in Texas. I mean, there's a lot more time in the year I can get away with wearing short sleeves. Even as of yesterday, and I still probably could on some days, some of the warmer days for the fall, I was wearing short sleeves and I was wearing short sleeves and shorts yesterday. And it's October. That's just Texas. It's just now with something like 60 today, and that's where, okay, you know, maybe I'll wear some jeans or something, but it really depends on where you live. So I'd wear hoodies maybe a couple. I actually used to wear hoodies a lot more, I'll tell you this. High school I went to had a kind of a preferred dress code, which was business casual more or less. So slacks, some kind of collared shirt tucked in, belt, dress shoes, all that sort of thing. But on Fridays, they would allow us to wear jeans and an untucked shirt if the shirt was, I guess, kind of the school colors, or if it was a school shirt, basically. And they would also allow you to wear school hoodies. So I had a hoodie for being part of the acapella group for senior year, and I wore that hoodie basically every Friday. And then the rest of the year, the rest of the days I wear my Letterman jacket because it's a jacket and that's allowed. But yeah, that hoodie I would wear basically every Friday, and that was the other hoodie I used to own and recently got rid of because I had not worn it since high school. And you know, my sister could actually make more use out of it than I could. I actually went down early. I didn't have to go down here yet. We're going to be spending a lot of time just hiding down there doing nothing. So we may as well run out here, pick up an egg, pick up some sticks or something. Tomorrow we'll probably want to slap together a starter shack or something. So I'm starting to run out of stuff I can do down in this little hole here. I don't know. I feel like my starter shack... I want my starter shack to look nice, but I don't have the resources I'd want for that sort of thing. Collect the chicken? Oh, I don't want to kill the chicken yet. I want to leave them alive, because the next farm I'm going to make after the berry farm is either going to be wheat, or it's going to be chickens. So I can set up a little chicken coop, and once I get the iron for a hopper, I'm just going to have a bunch of chickens in a tiny little coop, and then have a hopper beneath them, and then just collect all the eggs, spam the eggs, and get some chickens that way. But, an automatic chicken farm is, I think, by far the easiest. I think it may be the only automatic animal farm you can have that produces meat. Because all the other animals you would have to manually breed, and there's not a way to automate that. But the chickens, you can set up with spitting eggs out. So basically what you're saying, I don't know, I'll see what I'm basically saying. We'll find out once I see the next part of your message. Not killing it like a pen. I'm just not gonna worry about it for now, because I've seen a few around, and the wolves don't kill them, so they'll still be there. Because I want chickens. I do want chickens, yeah. I may work on that tomorrow. I think the shack takes priority, But I'll probably have time after I finish the shack. So I'll make a little chicken coop then, probably. I guess I'll just keep making this staircase down to gather stone. I really have nothing else to do. I still have a 5-minute timer. Let's set that. I have a 5-minute timer going over there. I can't see it. I was messing around in Korea 2 days ago to learn that cats go after rabbits. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's certain interactions that you just never realize because they don't really come up that often. You know, I did say I was leaving the chickens, but there are foxes because I'm in a taiga. Foxes would go after the chickens. I would probably want to collect them so the foxes didn't kill them. And baby turtles. Yeah, that's really sad. I don't have much interactions with the turtles because I'm not normally near where they are. Normally I build in plains and those aren't normally near a coast. I don't normally build on the coast. This is an off exception to what I'm doing right now. But yeah, it's pretty sad that they go after baby turtles. I mean, it makes sense. But it's kind of sad, you know? Circle of life and all that though. You kind of, you know, you have to accept it. Do I dare go outside? I kind of want to just take a peek. Oh, I immediately see a zombie coming towards me. That was not a good idea. There we go. I'm not going to risk that. I do not want to die. We will just continue on with our staircase downward. Because if anything, this can be a mine shaft for us. But if we can get down deep enough that we can find some diamonds, that Fortune 2 golden pickaxe that's sitting there will actually allow us to really get some nice resources that could really allow us to get fortune early on. Because normally you don't get a lot of resources early on until you finally get the resources for an enchantment table. Then you can get fortune on a pickaxe, and then you can start duplicating your resources. But the fact that we started with fortune 2 in that chest, it's going to be limited because it's a golden pickaxe. But that can definitely jumpstart us a bit. I kind of want to hold on to it and eventually make a little museum. What I used to do all the time is I wouldn't actually utilize the resources that I found in chests. I would just hold on to them and keep them in the chest and just put them somewhere else. Because I was always thinking, I'm going to make a museum for all this stuff and kind of treat them roleplay-wise as relics or antiques that we found. In case you couldn't tell from my references, my early on Minecraft days were heavily influenced by Paul Soares Jr. and he kind of took that it belongs in a museum route all the time. Is this too loud? I have to turn this one down, I can't tell. Yeah, I get what you're saying about the strip mining. I'm just trying to get down to a level where I can find some good stuff. Because right now all I'm getting is copper at this level. I may have to turn this one down a little bit, we'll see. Hang on. Oh no, it's over, we're fine. Just think we kinda have to push through it, but we're fine now. What am I getting tagged with? Oh, I got tagged in Paradox. What for? Oh, okay. Yeah, Prince was just talking about something. That's not important. That's not important. Sorry, Prince. Nothing personal, but it wasn't crucial information for what I'm doing right now. Gets pinged by an owner. Well, I mean, I'm streaming. I'm not going to... It's not important, guys. Oh! I didn't place that. Did I just get ridiculously lucky? I think I've just gotten ridiculously... Oh my gosh. I've gotten ridiculously lucky. What the heck? Dude, awesome! What the heck, dude? Look at this! Oh my gosh, this is a skeleton one, I think. Is it actually a skeleton one? That's the best one. Oh, I think it's a zombie one. There's just a skeleton in there. But you know what? That's still really cool. That is really awesome, dude. Now I just have to kill everything that's in there. The problem is if a baby zombie's in there, it will run through here and kill me. So let's do, that. There we go. That is really cool. Oh my gosh, I got so lucky. A hidey hole for the mobs. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I get that. Wow. The level of luck involved with this, I will take it. I Should be able to do that? Yeah, there we go. Hi. Let's get rid of you. Dude, this is right... This is right where all my stuff is. Or I was planning to build a base. I can just have a ladder. What was that sound? Was that the music? I think that was probably the music. I think. I don't know. I do not recognize that sound. Unless they changed the XP sound or something. But, yeah, I could just make a ladder straight down to this now and make a really early on mob farm. And I can get carrots and potatoes from this. I can get iron in from this. Not a lot, obviously, but I could get some. This is actually really useful. I'm kind of trying to be a little careful here. Now, like I said, any interaction with mobs basically equals death. So I have to be very careful about how I go about this. But this is a find and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check the let's check if it's daylight yet, because we can go back and look at that in oh no, it's definitely still nighttime. Okay. Oh, my nightlight came on. My blue light filter came on. That's what the problem is. That's what changed. I was about to say my screen looks really dark. Yikes. A little brighter. It's still nighttime. We can go down and check that out. Let's just stash all this. Having some bones now is awesome. We could tame him. We could tame a wolf. He could be some nice early on protection. Not super reliable, but definitely something nice to have. We should always have a crafting table on us. I'm breaking my first rule. Oh my, this is some cool music. What the heck is this? Alpha C418. I like this. Alright. Phone has something similar to that. Okay, music disc. Awesome. We can start collecting these things. Some string for a bow, bread, bones. I think we're gonna go the it belongs in a museum route. I think that could be fun. Just this kind of a role play thing. So we are gonna do that. What the heck? This music is cool, man. I'm gonna try it. I didn't really do a great job. If we have... Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not going down there, man. That's not something I'm dealing with right now. This music is cool, but it's a little loud. I think we're fine. Imagine I come across a skulk sensor? Yeah, I have not played Survival Minecraft since the Deep Dark stuff has come out, so I have not yet witnessed the actual Deep Dark stuff. So, if I run into one of those, I'm going to freak out. And by that, I mean, I'm not going to go ballistic and just start panicking or anything, but I'm not going to know what to do. That much is definitely going to be a true statement. I'm going to be so lost on what to do. This is very risky, but I want to see if there's anything in here. Nope. That's too far. I'm not going down there. I do not want to die. I don't want to die. I want to live, it turns out. Who would have thought it? Oh, hello. Let's stay away from you. But dude, what a find. That's amazing. It's probably getting close to daytime. I could nerd pull straight up. The warden is very strong. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of him from the pre-releases. He can more or less one-shot you as far as I'm aware. Unless you're wearing, you know, full protection diamond armor or something. But he's very strong. He basically navigates based off the sound of the skulk sensors from what I remember. So, you know, I'd have to bring a lot of wool with me. Be very quiet. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting wardens. I'm not great. I don't have a great Elmer Fudd voice. There are very few voices I think I can do remotely well. Maybe Hugh Neutron or something, but he can smell you occasionally. Really? Well, that's terrifying. Because I have a really bad odor, as we all know. So that's a dead giveaway for me. Bummer, man. All right. He has an animation and sound for smelling. Wow, good to know. I honestly didn't know that. That's really cool. Okay. Funky, I need you to remember some numbers for me if you can. I'm just gonna dig straight down so I can make a ladder down to this. The numbers I need are 40, 41, and negative 19. I'm going to forget those, so if you're willing to remember them, then that'd be very helpful. I gotta turn down this music a little bit. It's awesome, but you gotta crank it down a little bit. These alpha ones have been... Oh, wow, this has been a 10-minute one. This alpha one's been 10 minutes. It's been the same one this whole time. You got a B- in physics. Oh, nice. I think I got I got something in a B realm as well. Physics was probably the weakest of my scientific classes, or my science-related classes. Which is weird, because mathematics was one of my strong suits, but not physics, apparently, even though it's basically just applied mathematics. I don't know, man. Let's make some ladders and let's go down to this thing. I just have to hope there's not lava down here or something, but the odds of that are extremely low, so I'm not too worried. Let's just make some of these. I mean, we're probably fine, right? It's hardcore, though. We don't want to take chances. We really shouldn't be taking chances. Doot, doot, doot. Don't mind me. There it is. Could you not be there, please? I don't like you there. Yeah, so now... Now we have another access, which is awesome. We're gonna do this. Odds are still odds. Yeah, that's true. That is true. There we go. Alright. Let's just do a trapdoor so nothing jumps down there. And we'll, even though I know what it'll be, we'll label it with a sign anyway, because we may as well, right? Do this. This is not what I should be doing during the daytime, but it is what I have decided to do for some reason. There we go. Just in case I forget, because I probably will forget. We do have a little bit of copper. We need to start getting a better food source than berries. Oh my gosh. You know when you get an itch in your ear, on the inside of your ear, and there's nothing you can do about it? It stinks, man. Okay, I gotta take the torches out of my hand temporarily so I don't do that. That's a little annoying. Although we probably should leave some of them up as light, so that these will actually grow during nighttime. There we go. Awesome. I'm somewhat rambling at this point. Initially cloned on the crafting book, but I found it useful for recipes I don't have memorized. I have most of the recipes memorized, but that's just because I've been playing Minecraft for over 10 years now, so I have a lot of them memorized. They haven't changed too many of them. But the thing I like about the crafting book is just that if you know what you want to make, you just find it in the crafting book and it'll automatically fill it in. It's just a time saver. Because I know the strategies of being able to click and drag and do stuff like this, and it's just the clicking the book though is just so much faster. I missed one of the bushes on the right row. Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. They regrow really quick, so I'm not sure if I missed it more so as it just regrew immediately. I don't know, but that's not super important. Man, I really have to start thinking. I'm gonna start being a little ambitious now that I have not immediately died. I want to start thinking about how I'm gonna lay out my beautiful, my beautiful little kingdom here, because I definitely want to do that. For if I can survive in this world long enough, I'd like to make a really cool medieval kingdom. The kind of thing I wanted to do on Quarantine SMP and just never had the time for. Or like in the Dwarven Fortress, I kind of want to do a medieval kingdom there. But the problem with that is I can't really see the surroundings very well unless I either chop down every tree, nerd pull up into the sky, and then risk getting knocked off and dying, or falling and dying. And this is hardcore, so we don't want to do that. Or wait till we get Elytra and be able to fly up there. But at that point, I already have Elytra, so what am I really doing? Is the bigger question. These are the problems we must decide. These are the problems we must work out for ourselves. You see. I should be doing something during the day. I'm just walking around right now. I didn't even build the shack like I was talking about. Let's start gathering some chickens. How about that? That is at least something that we can do. Oh, so let's go grab our bones, see if we can tame a wolf, just for protection purposes. Kind of get a little, paid escort service for protection purposes. Kind of like paying off the rival gangs to, you know, keep your shipment across the street safe, that kind of thing. Have enough bones for tame. I've gotten pretty lucky with these before. Here's the thing. In games that I play, my luck is either 100 or it is 0. It's never really in between. And I think for Minecraft, it's probably in that positive range. So I am going to try this. If I can find one. I saw them right when I spawned in at the beginning of the stream. And now I'm not seeing them. I know they're here somewhere, unless they have just despawned. This is definitely going to be something we're going to want to look into. I'm not seeing iron, though. There was iron in that cave that I kind of have walled off for now. Most likely despawned? Yeah, probably. I still want to try and find one. They spawn somewhat frequently. Oh, there we are. I was about to say they spawn somewhat frequently in taigas. Bam! Got him. Alright, I gotta come up with a name for you. Alright, Funky. We gotta come up with a name for this guy now. I don't know. We'll think of something. Where are you running to? There's nothing over there. Come on, come with me, buddy. Yeah, I get pretty lucky with dog tames. I mean, the tames in this game, it's usually something like 1 to 3 bones is the usual. Any strong inclination? We're gonna make it a, we'll make it male, I think. And we'll roll with that. Let's not think of some good names. I would go with Wilson, but I feel like I'd rather wait, get a carved pumpkin and put it on a fence post and call that Wilson as a reference. Do not walk into those berry bushes, you fool. But I also have a way of keeping him alive because now I have that zombie farm. So if I can actually keep him alive, or if I can actually get the dungeon set up, is he gonna be able to get down here? Is he smart enough for that? I think he's probably smart enough for that. I have faith in the dog. I just realized if there had ever been a baby zombie, it would have gotten in here. I should probably do that. Something like that. Where is my wolf? I don't know where he went. Might be on my own. Maybe Bartholomew. I don't know. I'll think of something. I come up with really dumb names. The thing. I like them, but they're not exactly what you would call typical names. So something like Bartholomew, for example, or I think back when I did Bluebird Laboratory and I had the my cleaver, I think I named it Barnabas. A llama Borathelus. That's a pretty cool name. I like that. Could my dog please come down here? What is he doing? Oh, there you are. Alright, well, it's starting to turn night, so I'm just going to, well, I say that, it's actually still kind of daytime. So I probably could have stayed up there a little longer. But, we have a few resources at this point. We'll bring the dog. Yeah. We'll try going with this. And see if we can get any stuff charted out here. Or any of this other stuff lit up. We'll bring dirt in case we need to wall ourselves in for safety purposes, as you could expect. Alright, let's try this. Hello? Alright, we're good for now. Come along now. I have to come up with a name before you die. I don't like that. The fact that they could drop down on my head is not cool. Could you please move? I think I'm gonna go Bartholomew for the wolf. I like that name. I think it's fitting. See, a skeleton whoops my butt. I cannot afford to fight this thing. They are scared of wolves, though. So I do have that going for me. Oh, gosh. Don't you dare hurt my dog. Well, there he goes. Good job, buddy. This is risky because I know there's a creeper here. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, that was a bow. Awesome sauce, dude. I'll take it. Totally. Yeah, I'm very worried about the creeper. I need to keep an eye out for it, because if it sees me with my back turned, I am dead. I am not surviving that. Alright, well, that's something. You're a little hurt. Let's go ahead and give you that. Oh yeah, I forgot there's iron in the roof. Yeah, we'll tackle that in a second. Oh yeah, I'm not just give me a second. I'm not dealing with that right now. We'll come back to it. I want to get this iron first, so I can start getting buckets and all that malarkey. I'm just very concerned because creepers don't make sound. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, we got the iron. Got 3. That's not a lot, but it's something. Now that we have a bow, though, we can actually kind of defend ourselves. Yeah, that's walled off. I'm still shocked that we happened to hit that. Enough for a bucket? Yeah. Now the question is, do I make an iron pickaxe? Do I make a bucket? Or do I make shears? If we could potentially get a bed. What am I doing? What am I doing? That doesn't do anything. Come on. Oh my gosh, what the heck am I doing? Because how long it's been since I played Survival Minecraft. I know what I have to do, but my brain does not make the appropriate connections, if you will. Alright. But yeah, we just wait for that. I think we'll probably go bucket, because I want to have a water bucket of some kind for safety purposes. As nice as an iron pickaxe would be, we don't need it yet. Whereas a bucket is very useful for farming, and I love to farm in this game. Farming was my first pastime in this game. Before building, before redstone, it was farming. So, we definitely have to get a bucket. There we go. Very important. And now I can actually take this, that's been here for a little bit now. Now we don't have to worry about that being there. We can just leave it. And there we go. Bucket will replace the hoe. Kind of have the tiered system like that. There we go. Now we can bring this one arrow. Pretend that we can protect ourselves remotely well. And yeah, let's go back in. Let's go, Bartholomew. I believe in your capability to succeed. Let's just light this up so a monster doesn't spawn there, which that would be really unfortunate. It came from behind, you know what I'm saying? That's not super safe, is it? Let's just, do that. There we go. Now a spider can't get through. Awesome. And we'll just light it up. That should be safe. Now this is gonna be a little dangerous. Please no. Please no hurt. Okay. I should not be doing this, by the way. I do not have iron. I do not have armor, so I should not be doing this. Oh, hello. Okay, well that's interesting. It's very bright out for it being nighttime. I'm kind of surprised about that. Bartholomew will protect me. If skeletons are around, Bartholomew will leave. So that'll be an indication. If creepers are around, I'm just dead. If zombies are around, well, I don't know. And if spiders are around, I don't know. This is not bad. We can take care of all this. Now we can wall this off for safety reasons. Bartholomew, I kind of need you over here, buddy. That's a skeleton. I hear that. Did you find something, boy? I am very nervous. You may not be able to tell. I don't know how expressive I am, but... Oh. That was a little anticlimactic, don't we think? Oh. Hello. Oh. Hello, hello. Alright, well, at least I can get rid of all this dirt now. Got spooked by copper. Hey, no judging me. That could be very dangerous copper. We had no way of knowing. I couldn't see it yet. For all we know, that copper could have been a creeper in disguise, and we would never have known. And we got coal as well. That's nice. But yeah, I just really don't want to die. Because I get really invested in my worlds, because I do a lot of redstone, a lot of building nice-looking farms. And I don't want to die because I'm mining or doing PvP, which are my two least favorite things about Minecraft, are ironically the mining, and then combat. But if I die doing one of those, then all the progress I will have made obviously goes away, and that makes me sad. And I don't like being sad. Okay, that's in the music disc. That was really weird. Oh, yeah, we should be safe doing this. Here we go. Let's just get a little bit of gravel. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. What's going on with me? You hate mining in the game called Minecraft? I don't enjoy the mining aspect of it, honestly. Having to go down into a cave where you get lost easily. Having to have tons of torches, tons of food. Having to fight monsters constantly. Try not to die in lava. Again, get lost really easily. You're not really building. You're not doing redstone stuff. It's just all the fun aspects of the game, for me, don't apply when I'm underground. Okay, there's nothing really here. Ow. What the heck is hitting me? What was that? Oh! Athema, thank you! Welcome to the stream. How was your stream? Were you doing the, were you doing that new SMP, or were you doing Valorant stuff? Regardless, how are you doing? Good to see you. I was actually just talking about your stream earlier, or talking about you a little bit earlier. All good things, obviously. But, Funky, say hi. You don't have to say hi, Funky, but you can if you want. But, yeah, welcome. I'm just doing hardcore Minecraft right now, which is why I'm hiding underground. But, I got ridiculously lucky. My spawn, you can't really see it, but about 20 blocks away from where I spawned is a ruined nether portal with a Fortune 2 golden pickaxe in it. Oh, hey, Twisted, how you doing? Good to see you here, too. And, I just started digging down to mine, and I hit a zombie spawner. So, yeah, that's right by spawn, too, so that's pretty awesome. Thank you, Twisted. I appreciate that. Welcome. Tell me, how was the stream? How was the stream you guys were just in? Did it go well? I think I got the notification about the Minecraft stuff, but it looked like Valorant by the time I hopped on the Twitch. So I'm not sure if I just hopped on late, but hopefully it all went well. What do you have any experience with? Do you guys have any experience with hardcore Minecraft stuff? I've played hardcore Minecraft before, just not on stream. So, it's all very different. I recorded a little bit of it in the past, and there's a lot to cut out. All this sitting in a cave waiting for daytime to come, you can just cut all that out. In stream, you really can't. Never even beaten vanilla survival. I've actually only done that a few times myself. I just never get that far normally, because I get too distracted building and farming and all that. Draker! Draker, it's good to see you. That's a name I have not heard for a long time. How are you doing, buddy? Oh my gosh, it's great to see you, man. Hope you've been doing alright. Stream was really good. Glad to hear it, Twisted. At some point, I was talking about this with some people before, but I think it'd be fun to do multiplayer hardcore survival. As kind of a series. My only concern with that would be trolls, because I like to troll myself. I like to troll people myself, honestly. But there's always the risk with trolls of someone dying, and in hardcore, that would be really depressing. It's daytime, but it's raining. I can't do anything, because the mobs are still going to be out there. But, haven't been able to see your streams for like a year now. A lot happened? Yeah, it's been a while, man. I think, were you in exam season the last time we talked? I don't know. If it's been about a year, we're probably back in exam season again, almost. But, actually, there really aren't any mobs out right now. I don't want to take the chance of them showing up, so I guess I'll just keep mining or something. But, yeah, that's all good. But, oh, right, Drager, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. I know it's very late, but, my condolences. I don't know what else to say. I'm really bad in these situations. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope you've been doing alright with all that taken into consideration. I don't know. I guess I'll I'll just try to cheer you up the way I always did, just by being an idiot on the internet. That's how that all works, right? I'll do what I can, the little bit I can do. But yeah, hopefully everything else has been going all right. That obviously is not. That obviously is very unfortunate, but hopefully the rest of your life's been going okay. You're in college by now, right? How's that been going? Are you doing fine? Glad to hear that. How have I been doing? I've been doing all right. I've been streaming a bit. I don't know if I've been. Words are hard sometimes, you know. But I've been streaming a bit more now than I used to because I want a bit more variety, which is why I'm doing more Minecraft stuff. I wanted to stream Minecraft stuff, but it just didn't come up when I was only streaming 2 days a week because, you know, it was all Unite because that's what you guys tuned into the most, and I wanted to provide for the people, you know. But yeah, since the last time we talked, I've really been working on getting a grip on my gaming addiction, and kind of working on my mental health a little bit, and my diet as well. And I'm feeling a lot better now, honestly. It's pretty awesome. I was talking with Funky a little bit about it earlier, so as to not bore him to death by rehashing what was probably a 15-minute discussion. I would summarize just by saying I'm not on my streams 14 hours a day anymore, cutting candies and sugars and things like that out of my diet. It's been really good, actually. I feel a lot. I just feel a lot more there with my brain. I'm not getting the headaches I was getting every day. It's been pretty awesome. But yeah, there's that. But I don't know. That's just how I've been doing. School's been going all right, actually. I've been able to get some more repeat part-time work that I had been doing previously, and I'm not gonna publicly talk about it too much because I don't want to reveal the information. That's probably confidential right now. But I'm also in talks with another place for work in the summer, so I'll be keeping myself busy at the very least. Do I still have the light on my face in the morning? That's actually a good question. When I've streamed recently, I'm inclined to believe not as much. And I think that's because of just the... Oh, I thought I hit Bartholomew. Goodness gracious me. Yeah, this is Bartholomew, by the way. My room arrangement hasn't changed. It may have changed a little bit, actually, since the last time you were here. What happened was I used to have a small bed, and that, I think I had a twin, actually, because I didn't need a lot of space. And that meant I was able to have a lot of flexibility with my room setup. I could put furniture where I wanted to, more or less. But because of some room rearrangements, my room now serves as a guest room when people are here at the house, which means that I can't have a twin in my room. I need to have a queen, in case there's more than one guest, as you would imagine. So that meant I had to get... I bet that's basically double the size, more or less. Which now means that I basically can't move any of my furniture anymore. This is where it all has to go. Don't you laugh at me, Traeger. Whatever. Whatever. But, what really stinks about that is my sister was getting rid of one of those big, tall IKEA cabinets that's just full of shelves. And I was wanting to take it because that would give you a whole nother shelf to put my Lego collection on. Because right now, I'm kind of cramped for space on my current shelf, actually. Even with some of the ones I sold, I've been buying some more, and my space is really cramped. So I can't really expand my collection too much right now. So another big old shelf, basically like that tall back there, but almost the width of my bed. That's how big it would be. But, because of how big this queen-size bed is now, I don't have the room for it. So I wasn't able to take it, so now my collection is still limited. But that's probably a good thing because it means I can spend my money on smarter things, like a greater percentage can go to my investment portfolio, stuff like that. So it's a smart financial decision, even if, albeit it's a bit restricted solely because of what I've done. Okay, here's the question. It kind of looks like it's daytime, but for how much longer? Because it was raining. That was not safe. I should not have done that. There could have been a creeper standing right there, and I would have died. Hardcore mode, ladies and gentlemen. Just fantastic. But, what time is it? Okay, we have time. I kind of want to get a little bit of a chicken coop going. I kept meaning to do that before, but hadn't done it because I'm a bit of a goober sometimes. So, let's go ahead and make that. There we go. And I'm thinking, if we could just get a couple of chickens for the start, that's all we really need to worry about. But I want to diversify my food a little bit. Just so that, you know, we don't die if we can't eat food fast enough. Because the berry saturation is very low. So I want to try to avoid that problem should it arise. That should allow me to make 2 more batches. Yeah, there we go. Some quick mental math. And this allows me to do... Actually, I can make a bigger pen than I thought I was going to. Let's do... That. This should be fine. Yeah. And there we go. That lines up basically perfectly. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna pretend that I did the math in my head, was a genius, and didn't just fumble around and hope that I lined up the fences right. There we go. Alright, let's go find some chickens. Because I don't want to die. You have to go soon because of college? Oh, Drager, don't worry about it, man. I know the time zones are a bit chaotic. I'm not gonna stream at this time every night. I try to mix it up, but this is the only time I could stream today. So I wanted to at least stream something rather than not at all. Be able to hang out with you guys a bit. Gotta love time zones. Oh, absolutely. Catch a stream later when you have the chance. Yeah, Drager, just focus on your school, man. Focus on your life. Make sure everything's all good. If you're able to stop by, it'd be great to see you. But just, you know, obviously your life takes precedence over watching an idiot on the internet. Oh, almost punched Bartholomew again. Again, I don't think I did it once. I almost did it before, so I almost did it again. There we go. That makes sense, I'm sure. 1 seed, that's all we need. Chickens, you belong to me now. Thank you, Beard. Oh, absolutely, man. It's great having you around. I just want to make sure, you know, I just want to make sure you're doing all right, is all. Have a great night. Thank you. You as well. All right. It was great seeing Drager again. For the rest, all right. So, guys, here's something I want to know. Because I know we talked a little bit about it. Funky was talking about how he hadn't beaten vanilla mode. I've done it a couple of times. It kind of loops into that. What would you say your favorite Minecraft world is that you've ever done? Because I'm guessing pretty much all of us have done multiple worlds at some point for Minecraft. What would you say your favorite one is that you've done? I think I talked a little bit about it earlier. I had this was another hardcore one I did. I never got to the Ender Dragon. I barely got to the Nether even. But it was all the way back in 1.14. It was a savanna biome with the Sphax Pure BD texture pack on. And it was just... I was in a savanna biome, and I normally would never use acacia wood or diorite in anything. But the Sphax Pure BD texture pack actually makes them look good in my opinion, and especially together. So I was designing, so I basically had a really cool plantation style house up on the top of one of those savanna mountains you used to have, or the savanna hills. And then I'd have a winding staircase, or not a winding path down the side of the mountain. And then I had some tiered farms going up the side of the mountain. I had a really cool looking storage room that also functioned, based off its design, as a tree farm in the back. Oh, I hit my mouse button, there we go. And as a railway station. And I had because there was a village off in the distance, farther than the savannah. So I built a full-on rail system out to that. And it was just, oh my gosh, it was such a cool. I started making some animal enclosures. It was just so much fun. I never got too far with it. Because I didn't want to lose the world because I loved it so much. So I made save states of it. And in my main save state, I died because I had started trying to get some villager trades, and I had them all squeezed into a room, and I hit one by accident because I was trying to break a wooden slab I'd placed, and apparently that panicked them, spawned an iron golem on top of me, which proceeded to one-shot me. Now, I actually still have, that was kind of my main run of it. I still have a save state of that world, though. At some point, I'd love to go back and just tour that world a little bit. But I still have a save state of that world with pretty much all that stuff I was talking about. And, oh my gosh, it was just so much fun. If Favorite is the first world I made with my brother. It was 9 or 10. It was an Xbox creative world with a rectangle house in a snowy area. Not much of it anymore. Man, yeah, I feel like the early days of Minecraft, in my opinion, were just so nostalgia-filled. It was just such a good time because it's all a new experience. Once you've played thousands of hours of Minecraft, like I have and like a lot of other people have, you start to know, okay, well, there's no longer really a lot of mystery to this game. It's just a matter of what the heck do I want to do to pass the time in this game now. But when I first started, my first ever survival world, I didn't know a lot. I knew that there were monsters, and but I was very scared of the monsters because it was the first time I started playing in the world, and I did not think I was going to be good at PvP, and I wasn't good at PvP. Still not good at PvP, or fighting monsters in general. So I didn't, and because we didn't have, this was back before the charcoal days, so I didn't have any coal. So I dug a little hole in the side of a mountain, kind of walled it off, and stayed out of a line of sight so that monsters couldn't shoot me, or skeletons couldn't shoot me through the hole I left to be able to tell when it was daytime, and I just hid. And there was a tiny little lake, or tiny little pond next to where I had built this in the side of this mountain, and I heard splashing all night. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's a monster out there, and I was terrified. And when daytime came, I went out to see what it was, and it was a squid just sitting in the pond going splish, 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 splish. And that was my first ever survival world. It was funny. The first couple survival worlds I never did much with. I don't think I ever even got the iron tools even. I did so little with them. But it's just the nostalgia of kind of starting off in a game, not knowing a lot about it. I've had that experience with things like Core Keepers and PlateUp. It's kind of a whole new experience. But Minecraft, Minecraft is just kind of a game of its own. It's just such a crazy experience to look back on and think, man, this game just consumed probably an entire year's worth of my life, just in terms of raw hours, probably up to a year, based on how much I played it. It's definitely left an impact on me. And I've met tons of people. I mean, Funky, I don't think you were a part of Quartet SMP, if I remember correctly, but I know I met Hugo and Magikarp through that, and that's how I ended up meeting you. I'm pretty sure it was through them. But it's allowed me to meet people I would never have met otherwise. Because that quarantine SMP led me to meet a YouTuber at the time. His name was Asher, was here. That led me to kind of get involved with this really cool scripted met you through Paradox. I thought we knew each other before that, didn't we? I could have sworn I met you before Paradox. Maybe it was Omega. I don't know. Were you an Omega? You may have been an Omega. Then maybe we met through there. But yeah, but I met you through Magikarp and Hugo, who I wouldn't have met without Minecraft. And then through this Tyrmus project, I met people like Zot, who I still talk with pretty frequently. I met Athema, who was the person who just raided the stream a little while ago. So I've met those people through Minecraft. And then kind of on a side of all this Tyrmus stuff is I've met a few people now with the Caboodle SMP project. I'm not a part of that project, obviously, although it'd be cool to be part of that project. But I've met a lot of people through that now as well. It's just, I'm kind of just gushing at this point. I'm just kind of an old geezer gushing about all the good times he had with Minecraft. But, yeah, the game definitely, the game has definitely led me to meeting a lot more people and doing a lot more things than I ever would have imagined. That's probably what got me to YouTube in the first place, actually. Other than the fact that my friend had done YouTube recently, and I just kind of, I admittedly probably copied what he does sometimes back in the day, because I'm just kind of a weird dude. But, yeah, I did Minecraft Survival Series all back in the day, Let's Builds and things like that. That probably got me partially into YouTube, which then got me into Twitch streaming, so yeah. Kind of most of my life, as it stands right now, not my career path or college or anything like that, obviously, but the majority of my life, the way it's structured right now, is actually set up the way it is because of me playing Minecraft. That is so weird to think about. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so weird to think about. Without Minecraft, I wouldn't be... Probably wouldn't have gotten to YouTube, probably wouldn't have gotten into Twitch streaming, probably wouldn't have gotten this... I'm gonna temporarily move this to show you guys. Wouldn't have gotten things like this insanely complex setup I have here. Multiple monitors, lights up in the corner. It's all this crazy stuff. I wouldn't be dumping money on all that stuff if I wasn't streaming, because why would I need key lights? if I'm not streaming. I mean, that would just be silly. But yeah, man, all this... I think that's at a weird angle now, but we're just gonna roll with it. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later, and by that I mean I definitely will not remember to fix it later. Alright, let's see, we'll go for an hour 40. I may be calling it pretty soon here. If not, now, because it's getting somewhat late on my end. I'm gonna be going to bed in probably half an hour, so... Let's see, it's probably turning daytime if I had to guess, or turning daytime soon. We'll probably call it there. I had a lot of fun with this. Minecraft's definitely a major influence for a lot of people. Oh my gosh, yeah. A lot of my friends that I had in middle school, and one of the friends I still keep in touch with now, my best friend, we did a lot of Minecraft playing back in the day. It was so much fun. But, man, yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna call it here. I've really enjoyed this, but I don't want to stay up late. I have school in the morning. And I've already been on the computer quite a bit I recorded something earlier, Funky, you know about that. But then I also had a school project I was on the computer for. I had an exam in the morning I had to get up for, so I kind of just want to just go to bed. But, yeah, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully we'll stream this world more. I really enjoyed this. I kind of want to do it. I want to do it more. I feel like I'll be able to enjoy it more than the Minecraft Hypixel stuff. I enjoy that, but it's somewhat limited. That's kind of more for if you're playing with people, I think. So, I hopefully will do more of this, because I want to do more Minecraft stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I will probably be streaming on... Before you guys leave, actually, before you leave, because I know you're all probably starting to leave, let me check to see when I'd be streaming next. I'll probably be streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I should see you guys on Thursday. As far as I'm aware. You clicked off? Oh, darn it, Funky. What are you doing, man? Gosh darn it. But, yeah, I will, I used to be able to... Man, this is gonna date... Real quick, this is gonna date me in terms of how old I am. But I remember a time in Minecraft where you blocked with a sword, and my salute for signing off in Minecraft would be saluting with the sword, because it looks like I'm kind of crossing over myself and doing something really cool to sign off. And I can't do that now. So, that kind of stinks. Oh, well, I'll fix that. But, I'll still do this, at least. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be streaming on Thursday. I don't know what I'll do. Was it really that long ago? 1.7, which is probably around 2011? I think it was 1.9 combat, which that would have been probably 2014 or so. So, yeah, a long time ago. It's all crazy stuff. But, yeah, I keep going on side tangents, but, thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you on Thursday. I don't know what I'll stream. Maybe Unite, maybe some Played Up. Maybe something else. We'll find out. I don't really know yet. Here's something. Either go to my Discord and tell me what you guys want to see. I'll attach it there. Hopefully that link still works. Let me test it. Yeah, it looks like that works. As far as I can tell. So you can go there and tell me what you want to see. Or you can tag me on Twitter. Tell me what you want to see. So I can get a rough idea. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll see you guys, I'll see you guys on Thursday, hopefully. Have a great rest of your night. I've rambled on long enough. And Athema, by the way, thanks for rating. That was really kind of you. Twisted and Funky with the follows. It was great hanging out with all of you guys. It was great seeing Drager again, of course, because Drager's just a mad lad. But, until next time, guys, this is Bloober Gamer signing off. God bless America.